All right, and welcome to the kitchen, I guess. We're in the kitchen today, not in the shop. So, what the hell are we doing here? We've got a lot of healthy stuff in front of us, it looks like. We've got some onion, some garlic, some ginger, some lemon, some apple cider vinegar, some pepper. What are we doing today? Today, we're making a, I don't know what I'm going to call this. A dressing, a tincture, a fire cider, some people refer to this, sort of. I'm doing my own version of this. I've been making this salad dressing for a long time and mixing it with kale only. So it's like a superfood, awesome dressing, power food, super healthy, exactly the opposite of what I normally do. It's all good for you. So what I'm going to do today is share my version of this awesome, I don't even know if you want to call it a tincture, a shot of goodness. You can drink it on its own. You can add it to something else. You could add it with some oil, olive oil, and then make a salad dressing with it like I do with the kale. But anyways, what I'm going to do is just show you how I process these items and yeah, and make some really good stuff. What we got here is onions. They have a lot of antioxidants and sulfur-rich compounds, and they detoxify. So garlic also, it has an ability to fight illness. It is antibacterial and antiviral and anti-inflammatory. We've got the red garlic up here. And ginger is also high in antioxidants, and we've got a whole bunch of ginger here. You know, local store, so I'm not sure how fresh it is, but I think once we get to the middle, we'll find some good stuff in there. Lemon is also vitamin C, high alkalizing to the body. It's a great detoxifier as well. And orange is also vitamin C packed fruit and potassium. And it's also an electrolyte when you are sick. So we're going to put all these things together. And I also put some Italian seasoning into this for my own version, just because that's how I roll, and pepper. But the first thing I do is process the things I don't like to do the first are the things I do the first. So like peeling the garlic, that kind of sucks. And getting the main goodness of the ginger out. You know, you got to kind of process some of this crap off the outside. I don't really have a great way of doing it. I just kind of scrape at it until it's gone, and then we'll go through. But anyways, what we're going to do is zest the orange peel. I normally haven't put orange in. This is my first time putting orange in, but I think that'll also be good. You zest the lemon and all that, and that's why I have my little handy zester here. And that's it. So what I'm going to do first is process the garlic. Okay, we've got our garlic peeled. That's over here. We're gonna let that chill. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab the ginger, because that's always fun too. I don't know if anybody else has a better way of doing this, but generally what I will do is just take the edge of my knife and just kind of scrape it downward to get all the peel off, like so. It smells nice and gingery. So like that. Now, we've got your ginger, our garlic. Next thing we're going to do is cut up our nice purple onion here. Alright, so my eyes are watering. That's a good sign that you've cut up enough onion. I'm going to go ahead and put this onion in a container for now, so I'm not getting it all up in my eyes the whole time. And just move this away from myself. So now we just go ahead and grab our zester, and we're going to take our lemon and zest the entire lemon peel. Then we're going to zest the orange because that's also high in vitamin C, antioxidants. Finish processing the lemon and the orange. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze all of these fruits into the jar as best I can. I'll squeeze all these in there. Okay. Actually, I think I've got a squeezer here. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze our piece in there. Squeeze this right over. Then we're just going to take all these pieces later and we're going to scrape out the insides. Alright. Okay, I think we've got enough. Set that aside for now. And what I'm just going to do with these is go ahead and scrape out any of the pulp here, because I like the pulp in there too, so I don't have to get crazy. Just get a little bit from each one. The lemon is the main one I like to put in here. Like I said, I haven't done it with oranges yet. Take all the pulp that you can get. Okay, so now we've got all that from the inside. I'm going to go ahead and take all of our lemon zest, our orange zest, and our mix of the pulp and the inside rinds there, because there's a lot of fluid in with that as well. So I'm just going to take this whole thing, because there's fluid on there. I'm going to scoop it up, cup it, just dumping it all in there. Okay, so we've tidied up a little bit. I've got all that good lemon zest and pulp and fresh squeezed, as well as the orange in there now. So it's orange and lemon juice. It's nice citrusy vitamin C goodness. And what I do with the onion is I put it in the magic bullet. Here I've got this little magic bullet. I'm going to take all of that onion and I'm going to put it in here and then chop up the rest of this. And just to help in the chopping process, I'm going to add a little bit of this fluid in there. Might as well add it all in there. Put the cap on, and then just give it a couple. All right, now you've got that great textured. Let's see if I can get it better. Oh yeah. But yeah, so now we've got our nice start. So that's a whole onion, a whole lemon, and an orange. And we're gonna put it back in here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is chop up the garlic here. We've got the garlic, it's one whole head of garlic here, and we're going to chop that up now. So we'll go ahead and take this, throw that in there. Probably go ahead and add a little bit of vinegar to this just because it'll help lubricate, and we're going to be adding some apple cider vinegar to it anyway. So you want to mix that up real good, see how it's all built up on the bottom. You want to get rid of all that. Get all that in there. All right, so there we go. We're all shaking up well. Nothing's on the bottom. Just add a little bit, just enough to help mix up the stuff so it doesn't get stuck on the blade. We're gonna add it all at the end anyways. So now we got the garlic in there. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and cut up this ginger a little bit more before I throw this in there. And, ooh man, that smells good with that vinegar. Just chop this up real quick. That ginger smells fantastic. Okay, so we've got our ginger cut up smaller pieces. Just going to go ahead and throw that in with the garlic and a little bit more probably of the cider vinegar, just to help get things moving a little bit. got enough room in there. Let's go ahead and add some of this. Let's add this to it. Now all of our stuff is together. And now is when we could actually add some of the black pepper to this. To liking, you can add as much as you want or none at all. That's your prerogative. All right, so now we got that back. We're gonna give it a good blend. Oh yeah, let's see what that's. See what we got. Look at that. Oh man, that smells fantastic. Let's see if we can get a better shot of this now. I hope we can get that in focus. That is fantastic. That stuff smells beautiful. Look at that. Look at all the goodness in there. That zest, the peels. It's really good stuff. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead, put all this back, and we've got it. So that's pretty much our mixture. What I would do now that you've got this is just top it off with some apple cider vinegar, you know, to dilute it a little bit and extend it, because apple cider vinegar, technically, they say, you know, you can drink this every day, just a shot. Will help you with your digestion and many other reasons. I'm sure you're already aware of the vast, beautiful things that can be gotten from apple cider vinegar. But here it is. And again, make sure you shake it up real good. And we're gonna mix this. Add a little more of this in here to dilute it a little bit. And what you can do now is either keep it like this, let it sit, let it work, you know, let it get all those nutrients out of there. So when you're drinking it, it's a tincture. All the important stuff is in there now. What you do with it from this point is kind of your choice. I tend to make salad dressing with this, where I will mix some more vinegar in here, red wine vinegar, and a little bit of white vinegar. And then I'll mix it with the salad, preferably kale, because, you know, kale is the superfood. You put it on there with some oil earlier in the day, I would say a couple hours before you want to eat the salad, if you take fresh kale, because, you know, kale's a little bit more of a dense, it's a tougher leaf. So you want it to, you know, have a chance to kind of, you know, absorb some of this beauty of this this tincture here, of this salad dressing that we just made. And do it a couple hours before. So go ahead and toss some of this on there, you know, a little bit, half a cup of this and some olive oil, and then just toss it up real good every so often. And then by the time you go to have dinner, you're going to enjoy this. You're going to have the greatest salad dressing you ever had. Go ahead and try it. I already see right now, I don't have enough pepper in here. I know for myself, I like seeing a lot more black pepper floating around in there. So I'm just going to keep adding some more. And you can also, if you're going to do a salad dressing version of this, you can go ahead and add your Italian seasonings here. This is just a mix. It has, you know, or parsley, oregano, all the good stuff, the Italian seasonings. You know what I'm saying. You can add that in there as well. Right now, I'm just going to add a little more vinegar to that, just to get it up a little bit more. And I think we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and just cap this off and give it a good shake. Just keep shaking it. That's the key. Keep shaking it, processing it, letting it sit. Give it a couple days in the fridge. You'll be good to go. Yeah, this right here, you could just take a shot of this itself and have it here. I'm going to do that right now myself, just to see exactly what I've done. What have I created today? Let's take this, give myself just a little shot. Let's see. That might be a little more than just a little shot. You can also take something like this and go ahead and put it in your tea. You know, if you've got like a chamomile tea or something, you could add this to it. If it's a nice warm, it'll make your sinuses breathe better. They'll thank you for it. So I'm going to go ahead and taste this now and see what we've got. Oh yeah. Oh man. That is so good. All right. You can taste a little bit of that orange zest. That is a little different than what I normally do. I really like that. Okay. So you kind of have a recipe based on what I did. Maybe I'll put it on somewhere over here. Right about now, I'll put the recipe right about here. And or at least just the ingredients. And then you can process at will. do what you like. There you have it. And I hope this helps you out. I know it will help me out in the future. It's good for digestion. It's good for all the detox stuff, getting the bad stuff out of your body, and letting some good stuff in. 'Tis the season. So anyways, I know this is a different branch out from what I normally do. I hope it was worth it to some of you. It's all meant to be in positive nature. So hopefully you got something out of this. And, you know, drink up. Enjoy. Man, look at that goodness. Look at all of that goodness. Just making you healthy, looking at it. Thank you so much for watching.